There we go. There we go. Right. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Super League here in Gavra Racing. We are once again back here in the lovely Suzuka here in Japan, and once again joined by
Sprite Cranberry.
Would you say Sprite Cranberry?
Yes.
Didn't even know that was a flavour of Sprite, but anyway, yeah, welcome.
Never seen the commercial?
No, I don't think I've ever seen it, no.
Oh my god. How have you not seen the Sprite
I don't know.
commercial?
I don't know. As unless it's it's an American thing.
I don't think it's an American thing.
I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to Suzuka. 15 drivers in today, a couple of replacements, which I will speak about. A couple of drivers not here because we were having lobby issues or connection issues. We've been having a lot of them before the lobby, which is why it has started so late. So if it happens again, like it did last week, the race may have to be called off. But we'll see how everything goes. Rick Holt is here today. He is in the Red Bull as the other Red Bull driver. I don't know whether he's permanent or all. Thunder's had a big spin just after the S's, that fast right-hander up the hill. But as well, Jetsy is replacing Shankster in the Williams. Aston, as we all know, is permanent now in the Super League in the Haas. The other Haas driver is Jojo Power, which I cannot see the name of. We've got Holland, who's having a few connection issues, so hopefully he should just be able to join and get underway. But apart from that, we've got everyone here. And if you didn't see yesterday's race in the Premier Series, what a race that was! It was nearly as good as Premier Series in Singapore. It was a brilliant race. Hopefully, Cypher this one will be just as good or even better.
Indeed, Suzuka is quite a fan favorite track, just for, you know, how original it is and how fast it always is. Quite difficult to overtake here as Rick Holt locks up into the final sector chicane. But yeah, this place is quite difficult to actually overtake. Of course, you only have one DRS zone on this track, so
one DRS zone. I'd say there's probably about two main positions that you can overtake, going through 130R into the chicane, or as you said, down into turn 1 with that DRS zone. We saw most of the overtakes happen in those two places. A couple of others into the hairpin, as the drivers come underneath the other part of the track, under the bridge. And hello everyone in the chat. Welcome back to the Super League. Now, if we just... everyone's putting in some quali laps, Cypher. Let's see if I can quickly get up the drivers' standings, because after this, only 3 rounds left to go.
Indeed, it certainly doesn't feel like it's been a long time. But
no, all this entire season felt like it's gone really quickly, to be honest.
Yeah. But, you know, there's still quite a lot up for grabs, and obviously all the drivers here are still going to put in the best abilities they've got.
As at the moment, it's Rick Holt on pole position at the moment, the Academy League winner. I've always said this man definitely has Super League potential in him, and at the moment he's put it on pole. Probably will be a Super League driver next season, looking at it at the moment. But in terms of driver standings, Play Dutchy is out ahead with 155 points. Atom is in second with 135 points. Piero is in third with 120 points. Then Toussaint is in fourth with 87 points. So very close up front between the AlphaTauri and the Mercedes boys. The AlphaTauri team is leading by around about 50-ish points over the Mercedes team. Still a lot to play for, though, to the end of the season. Then there's a huge gap, over 100 to the Racing Point team behind Dan Schneider and it's Jax. And behind them is the Ferrari team of Don Regis and Mares. And Mares not here today, Cypher. So one of the drivers who we would have seen probably in the top 5 battling out for first position, not here this week. So it could open up for some opportunities for some more people.
Yeah, most definitely, especially with the championship still quite contested as is. And this is a track that tends to produce quite mixed results from time to time. Obviously not sure how the weather will play out for this race either.
Definitely it has been dry all week so far here in Japan, so have to see whether it will be for the Super League. Aside from that, you'll be happy to hear this. We've got Bon Evil in the chat saying, apologies Cypher for last Sunday, kind of squeezed you into T1 in race 2. This is the weekend league.
Oh,
second race weekend last Sunday. Though. Squeezed you into T1 at race 2. Bon Evil, apologising to you.
Oh, I didn't really mind, honestly. I'm kind of racing just for fun, honestly. I probably shouldn't even be racing in the league.
There you go, Bon Evil. Apology accepted.
Trust me, I don't hold anything against anyone, really. You could essentially think of me as the Kimi Raikkonen of the series.
I would siphon out the Kimi Raikkonen of the weekend league.
I mean, it's the only chance to race I get, so...
Yeah.
I'm not too worried.
Keep an eye on Jax at the moment. Siphonite, is he's actually come around sector 2. He's about to fly into Spoon here. Going to shift down into 6th gear. Take it nicely through Spoon. Get a nice wide exit. So he wants to get the best exit he can out of Spoon. That's the way you pretty much get an overtake down this main straight through 130R. And he was purple in the first sector. Let's see what he's going to do in the second sector. He's also purple. This could be a pole position lap for Siphonite. He's only got 4 corners in the final sector to contest with. Here goes Jax now. Will he put it on pole? He's going to come around the final corner, hug it for the tightest line. He goes pole with a 26.7 300ths ahead of Rick Holt.
Indeed, very quick lap. Obviously, Jojo the only person right now currently on a different set of tires, being the medium tires. I say this race is traditionally a one-stop, actually, so...
Ooh. Atom just improved, a 26.7, and not about the one-stop here, has been a soft to hard throughout the entire week, Cypher. So I'm guessing if the weather stays clear, it will be a soft to hard for the rest of the week.
Indeed.
Let's have a look here. Dan Schneider also on a lap. Everyone just trying to power that car through the S's as best they can. Up now through this next corner. And go flat out through there. Play Dutchie, the winner of the last race. Oh, and he's run wide. Just about to come under the bridge there. He's run wide onto the gravel. That high-speed right-hander taken in 7th gear. Just running wide there. Not turning in early enough. And Absolute 11 make a good point in the chat. Cypher. Rick Holt has been involved in every single league race so far this season as a replacement.
I believe the term for that is a journeyman, so certainly got that under his title.
Definitely. I might call him that from now on. That might be his nickname. Rick Holt, the journeyman.
Or the super sub, whichever one.
The super sub. That's a good one as well, actually. Oh, I don't know which one to choose now.
The second one's a bit more of an American one. But currently with Toussaint, he's on a lap right now, currently sitting in 10th place. Obviously, it hasn't been a good roll for the Mercedes drivers in the last several weeks, so they'll need as much improvement going through these final races as possible. He's currently going through the first sector. We'll see if he improves on his time. Yeah,
let's see what he is able to do. As Holland coming around on a lap as well. Purple in the first sector goes to Saint. Will he be able to put this one on pole here? Holland as well, coming around through the middle sector. He hasn't put in a time yet, so this will be his first lap. I don't think he's going purple, but he definitely is putting in a good lap at the moment, keeping it clean. Out with Spoon he goes down the straight. Let's have a look at Toussaint as well, as I believe Don Rajib just moved up into 9th place. And it's a big battle up front. Look how close it is up front, Cypher between the front 4.
Indeed, they're only separated by really a 10th actually. And Dan, who's in 5th, we obviously know he's good at qualifying pretty high up the grid, so he's back out once again.
Really close here in the Super League between everyone. And let's see what Toussaint can do as he comes to the line. He improves, goes 6th place, 26.9 for him. And that puts himself into 6th position, only a 10th behind Dan Schneider and a 10th ahead of Play Dutchy. Really, really close here in the Super League so far. Oh, someone's off. Someone's had it off. It's Jojo Power in the S's. He's lost it through the first set of the S's. That bit side for me is the trickiest part of the S's, because that's when you put in the car under the sort of the biggest change of direction through the first part of the S's, through what is that, turn 2 and 3. As you see, quite a few drivers coming through now. Such a quick change of direction for the cars. Even the downforce, they just can't handle it.
Right. Don Rajib, surprisingly, out there on these medium tires, so he's trying to get the one stop set in stone. You see, him being the sole Ferrari here today. Oh, Don Rajib spins through the last corner there.
Yes, had a big spin across the gravel. Let's see who else is coming around for a lap here. There's a Merc coming to the line. That's at him, about to start his next lap. So out he goes again, trying to put this one on pole position. And here he goes now, down into the first corner. Braking probably around about halfway through turn 1. So he can really just send the car into that corner. He goes through turns 2 and 3. You see just that huge change of direction the car has to be put under. And once again, there's just big changes of direction through this section. A little bit of trouble with the gears there, but can go flat out up the hill. Round. Let's see if he's purple in the first sector. And he is. As he comes through now, the next set of 2 right-handers. First one pretty much taken flat out. Just a little lift on the entry. Down into the next one, down into 3rd gear. As he comes up towards the hairpin. Someone's off in the first corner, which is why the entire track has gone yellow. Yes, that is a glitch in the game. As he goes at him now, as he's gone through the hairpin now, coming down towards Spoon here. And actually got a really good exit out of the hairpin. Very difficult to keep the traction around there as he comes around through Spoon. Wants to take it wide on the exit, get on the power as early as he can to get that straight line speed down the main straight. Will he be fastest in Sector 2? And he is. This could be a pole lap for Atom Green as he comes through 130R now. Is he going to go braking just before the 100 meter board down into 3rd gear? I would go 2nd, but 3rd gear is fine. As he comes up to the line, hugging it close to the wall for the tightest line. He goes pole, 126.3, 2 tenths ahead of Rick Holt, and that's a really good lap from there.
Indeed, now starting to see people put times into the 126. So we have X-Jax also on another lap with 2 minutes to go left in the session. Everyone's out there trying to get one last attempt at it. And Dan Schneider jumps up to 2nd with a 126.4.
Close behind there, I think. Someone else has just moved up as well. Jojo Power just moved himself up into 8th position. Everybody on a lap at the moment, Cypher. So many people. See who's next across the line. It's one of the McLarens, I think. Oh no, there was one coming into the pit lane. Here comes Tekkas across the line. Will he improve on his time? Doesn't improve there. Thunder up in 11th. Not a bad quality for him at the moment. Doing pretty well. I believe Rick Holt did just improve. Oh no, sorry, didn't. I believe it was someone else up there. I don't know who just improved. Someone was off in the gravel just before. Didn't quite see. Toussaint on an outlap as well. He'll be wanting to improve. Got tons of people watching. 31 viewers in. Welcome, everyone.
Holland looks like he's going to start his lap. Both McLaren's 14th and 15th right now.
Was Piero retiring? Don't think he can improve any more on that time, so he's retired the car for the rest of the session. Not going to be able to put in another lap to improve it before he dies. 800s up on his time at the moment.
Don Regime retiring from the session.
As Jack's also retiring. Everybody just retiring the car now after not being able to put in quicker laps. And
Thunder now gets one more lap. The Red Bull Before You Die will also only stay 13th. I think the Haas of Jojo stays 9th. And then Rick Holt stays in 4th.
Have a look and see. Keep an eye on Play Dutchy. He's a 10th up on his time at the moment, actually. He seems to be running very slow, though. Oh, no, I don't think he's actually on a flying lap at the moment. No, he isn't. I think he backed out of the lap. Here goes Rick Holt, though. Through the beginning of the exits. It's Adam Grid on pole at the moment. Pierre in second. Dan Schneider in third. Can Rick Holt put himself up here with the top guys in the Super League as the Academy League champion? Oh, getting a little, losing the rear a little bit on that curb there. And tons of people in the chat. Jutsi Kev joined us as well. Wait, hang on. We've got Jutsi and Jutsi. Strange. We've got two Jutsis. There's an imposter. What we say about Dutchy, sir?
He's abandoned his lap, so he will start 6th.
I think he has, yeah. Let's see if anyone else is on a lap. Thunder's on a lap. He's 300s up. He's coming around to the line. Let's see what he can do. Doesn't improve, unfortunately. Stays 11th for him. Before You Die has invalidated. So that is going to be it. Unless Rick Holt can improve. He's 3,000s up according to the game. Oh no, he's got wing damage. Huge wing damage for Rick Holt. I think he lost the car somewhere.
So yeah, there you have it. Adam on pole. It feels like a good minute since he's been on pole position, actually.
Yeah, Adam keeping it on pole at the moment. A 1:26.3 for him at 10th ahead of Piero. Adam back to his ways of being up with the front runners. Yeah, why are there two Jutsi Kevs? Yeah, Woody, I'm also very confused, mate. Don't you worry about it. Oh, apparently, according to inside sources, Siphon, we're supposed to have rain.
Oh, joy.
Now, that is something I like to see.
No, I've exaggerated.
Rain. Thunder, when is the rain, though? At the start! Ooh. Siphonite, this could get very good into turn 1.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what's going to happen here. As, don't know who we're waiting on. I believe it. There we go. We can now begin. As there is your final standings. It's Atom on pole, Pierre in second, Dan Schneider third, Rick Holt in fourth, Jax in fifth, Dutchy in sixth, Jetsy in seventh, Toussaint in eighth, Jojo Para in ninth, Aston in 10th, Thunder 11th, Dom Rajib 12th, Before You Die 13th, Holland 14th, Joe in 15th, and AB Techers at the back of the pack there in 16th place.
So yes, once again looking to be a bit of a three-way shakeup between the Mercs, the Racing Points, and the AlphaTauri. Mixing a few of the other guys in there, and who knows what's going to happen.
You're going to have to wait and see what happens. It could be anybody for this one. The AlphaTauri's got a good lead at the moment over the Mercs, so the Merc team will be looking for a good result here in Japan over the AlphaTauri team. Also, that for the Drivers' Championship.
It's surprising that both the McLarens were down so far.
Yeah, they weren't, to be fair. The McLaren team didn't have the best of qualifying there. But I'm sure they'll be able to bounce back at the start. We've got 37 people joining us. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Let's wait for the race to start. Under wet weather conditions. No, the L word will not be said. No, that is a cursed word. We will not be saying it.
the L word.
No, I can't say it. Sorry, it's cursed. Let's just say Toussaint said it in the freshman, and Infamella had a huge crash. And then Toussaint said it in a race, I think in the academy with me or something. Or it was with Natty again, I can't remember. And then there was another big crash. And then Evans said it in another one of his races, and there was also a very big crash between about 3 drivers. So it is a cursed word which we do not use.
I'm pretty sure it's just called coincidence, like we call the commentator's curse.
No, it's a cursed word, trust me.
I mean, the commentator's curse is just the coincidence of events.
Trust me, this word is more than a coincidence.
Anyways,
intermediate start. So let's see what these guys can do. Will it dry up towards the end of the race? This will play into the hands of some of the drivers who probably prefer racing in the wet. Actually, will feel they're a lot quicker in the wet compared to other drivers. And let's see how they can do off of the start. And yeah, full intermediates for everyone as they come around their formation lap. And the wet race is going to be interesting one, especially around the track side for that, which is built all around corners. These drivers are going to have to handle it in the wet weather.
I mean, I've driven this track in wet weather, and it takes an eternity. So
we may be here for a long time. You're saying?
A bit. Okay. It might be a bit longer than Singapore.
Okay, we'll have to wait. And see what happens. As everyone come around for Spoon now. Atim leading the way. Pierre in second. Dan Schneider in third. These guys were looking for some good starts.
But yeah, we hope you're enjoying the holiday wherever you are in the world. So.
It's nearly Christmas.
Oh joy. No.
Only Christmas starts on the 1st of December. If anyone wants to think that wrong, then there can't be anything before the 1st of November.
It's and then first for me, actually. As per usual, I'll give you the rundown on the start.
Someone's saying it's gonna get Cryptech in the chat saying it's gonna get spicy at the start. It definitely will. Just kind of said it is GT Sport tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for GT Sport. But aside for that, I'll let you get us underway.
Here we go to 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix. And we're out. Adam gets a decent run, but Piero might get the better of him in the higher gears, and he does get the better of him down into turn 1. Piero goes right behind them. Rick Holt following close behind us. Adam runs wide. That allows Rick Holt to go down the inside. They're 3 wide behind them.
Oh, Adams had a big spin. Adams lost the rear. He's dropped all the way back into 11th.
Further back, everyone managing to get through the S's quite well. Everyone just tiptoeing their way. Both of the Haas drivers trying to make their way, fighting to Sant.
That's so unlucky for Adam Green. He just got a snag of oversteer coming out of the first corner. He got a poor start, ran wide into turn 1, and then just set him up for a really bad exit, and then just got a big chunk of oversteer. And now he's going to be trying to to find his way past some of the Renaults. Holland getting past the Ferrari of Don Rajib. Now his teammate as well, we'll be looking for it, as Atim just hit the back of Joe and he's got wing damage. Atim going a lot later on the brakes, and just couldn't stop the car in the wet conditions, and it's gone from a bad to an awful start for Atim. He's got wing damage now and he's going wheel to wheel with the Renault driver. As in the end, Tekers is going to get back past. Thunder's had a good start. He's up into 10th place in the points now. Holland in 11th, going to be chasing him down. At him now, getting past the Renault of Tekers, but Tekers is going to be right up behind him. And at the moment, it's pretty close up front, though. Jax might be looking for a move on his teammate into the chicane. He's going to lunge it on him in the racing point. Going to go down the inside and gets the pass done. What a poor start, though, for Mattengren. Really unlucky to pick up that damage as well.
Yes, indeed. That's obviously the... Oh, we have...
It's just
someone...
it's the
oh,
timing
never mind,
screens.
sorry. I was going to say, but we do have Jojo Power on the back of Toussaint, looking into turn 1, not able to make the move. But I was going to say, Adam, he did not need that kind of start, as we actually have a Ferrari down the pit road. That's Don Rajid. So I guess maybe he picked up damage as well.
As Piero leading the way, followed by Rick Holt. Then I believe it's, I don't know after that because the leaderboard is just completely broken. Is it Dutchy? It is Dutchy. Ah, there we go. Yes, it's moving back up now. Thank God. Code masters, bug masters. Piero though.
Both of the McLarens ran wide through the Degnas. Able to keep it on the track.
Oh, sorry, there was a Renault at the. Just looked like he was ice skating on the curb. I think it was Tekers just all over the place, the Renault.
Yeah, Adam might be holding up Tekers in before you, just trying to get to maybe the first pit stop, see if he can get that wing repaired.
And, yeah, picking up that wing damage, went into the back of the one of the McLarens before, but not going to be too much overtaking the moment, as he said, this track already difficult to overtake. And in the wet weather, it's just going to make it even worse, especially with them not having the DRS as well. Joe getting past his teammate now is going to be trying to see if he can hunt down Thunder ahead of him. Almost lost the rear there.
Yeah, Joe almost lost the rear through 130R. Locks up in the final sector. Could allow for his teammate Holland to get a bit of a switch back on him. It'll be a bit treacherous, but he does. Holland passes his teammate up into 11th.
Holland getting past Joe into 11th place now as Dan Schneider down the inside of It's Jax. Gets the move done. Up into 4th position he goes. As
it's Jax runs wide.
Jax running very wide down to the grass. Almost lost the car there.
Losing it.
As Jetsy now is almost losing the Williams there, filling in for Shankster for today as a replacement. Piero leading the way. It is the super sub Rick Holt in 2nd place, followed by Dutchy in 3rd, right up behind him here. Dan Schneider in 4th, his teammate Jax behind him.
And Joe might actually be able to get back ahead of Holland here. As
don't think he will. Someone's run wide. It's Jojo. Yeah, Jojo running very wide. There goes Joe inside of Holland. Gets the move done.
The McLarens really slowing themselves down.
Yeah, the McLarens need to start working together. They want to move themselves up the pack here. As Thunder up into 9th place. Thunder for points once again. Go on, Thunder, you can do this. Thunder picking him.
His namesake is really helping him here.
Yeah, definitely. Thunder getting his first points out in Monza, but hopefully to get some more points here for the Renault team. As
nearly lost it through 130R.
Almost did. These drivers need to be careful through that corner. As Joe's run wide on the exit of the final chicane, and Holland's going to go back past him once again. Here goes Toussaint now. He's up behind Jetsy at the moment in the Williams. There's a bit of a train forming here from Dan Schneider all the way down to Toussaint at the moment. And let's see what everyone is able to do. Toussaint so close down behind Jetsy. Jetsy making a little bit of mistake through the S's. Can Toussaint capitalise? The Mercedes trying to bring home some points at the moment as his teammate had such that poor start getting the damage. And these guys really struggling now.
To overtake Tekers for 14.
Oh, Toussaint might send it on Jetsy. He's got to launch it to the inside, but Jetsy moving a little bit under the braking zone, but Toussaint actually going to get a better exit, sticking his wheel on the inside of the Williams. And Toussaint almost lunging it down the inside of the Williams. Play Dutchy right up behind Rick Holt as well up front. The two AlphaTauri drivers flying at the moment. And these guys are on to win Constructors and Drivers Championships at the moment. And Toussaint close up behind Jetsy now. Not going to be able to get the moves. We're having no DRS. Certainly going to have to rely on their fuel mix and the engine recovery system. And Toussaint has got a lot of engine to spare. A lot of that ERS. I think as everyone does. as this track just filled with corners and not many straights, so able to save up that ERS quite well. He goes to Saint now. Will he deploy that ERS down the straight? He does, but it's also the Williams ahead of Jetsy also doing the same, so no overtakes at the moment, but everyone's sticking very, very close to each other. Once again, it's Joe and Holland going at it here, Cypher, and we might see an overtake here, or they're just going to stick one behind the other into turn one, and they do so.
Yeah, they've got the Haas of Jojo in front of them. Ooh, Holland slips up just a bit there.
You just answered someone's question, actually. Not the real X30G. Oh, Holland has he's lost it. He's in the gravel.
He just slid there a
Huge
little bit.
spin from him.
No traction there as he went into the gravel.
Yeah, these drivers are definitely struggling around this track. Just all corners here. Be ripping up his tyre wear. As Jojo's round.
Adam had to take evasive action there. No damage.
It doesn't look like Adam's got any more damage than he already had, but yeah, there's so many people replied there. I was going to say, not the real X30G, it is Jojo Power. Cypher, I did just answer your question, but then about 3 other people in the chat also answered your question, so I think your question has been answered. He goes to Saint now, looking for the move. See if he can get it done here. He's gaining on, route behind Jetsy.
Stopped raining, by the way.
Oh, it has. That's a good observation there, Mr. Cypher. DRS enabled.
Has been enabled.
Oh, Jax has run very deep into the chicane. This could be Jetsy up behind Jax now. Oh, Jetsy's at the back of Jax, but everyone's coming into the pits. I think Toussaint may have hit Jetsy. That was interesting. It's now everyone just flying into the pits. Yeah, there was just everyone just coming into the pits. Everyone just going to fly into the pits now. We're going to have to see some double stacks here as everyone going to fly into the pits. Holland stays out, interestingly, as his teammate gets actually going to go out ahead of him. Toussaint now going to come out pretty much straight behind these guys. They've got to be careful because they're going to be on fresh hards, Cypher Knight. They're going to try and do a one-stop, take those hards to the end of the race.
Holland stayed out for his teammate. Jax actually goes onto the medium tires.
As Jack's onto the medium, so that's going to definitely be a 2-stop for him. Atom going to come into the pits now. I believe he has got that wing repaired, and he has done, so he can make a comeback now. It's Holland with those intermediates. I personally think he should have just followed his teammate in. There would have been a big enough gap for a double stack.
And now I think this puts Jackson.
He goes Dutchy down the inside into Spoon on the intermediate tires. Play Dutchy down the inside of Rick Holt into Spoon, and Atomgren has had a big spin at the back again, and he's lost the car. Has he got wing damage again? No wing damage for him. Just on those fresh hards, just losing it at turn 1. There was an overtake up front, which we didn't even see. As
Piero, Dutchy, and Rick. Oh, that's gonna be a bad double stack for the Alpha Tauris.
Yeah, one of the Alpha Tauris is definitely gonna miss out here on some time. Here comes Piero into the pits. Straight hards for him. Dutchy's gonna have to stack in behind. That would have lost him a bit of time.
Jax went purple through sector 2.
As Dutchy now gonna actually have to come out behind Rick Holt and Dan Schneider. Here comes Jax now. He's going to actually gain up really close here to the front runners. As he might actually come out. He might actually come out ahead of Dutchy. Oh, he's going to come out wheel to wheel with Dutchy. They're going to go flying into the first corner, and Jax has gone in there, and Jetsy having a spin at the back. He's lost it. As
here comes Holland into the pits now. So before you die, up into 11th.
Holland now diving it into the pits, and is going to be putting on the hard tires as well. And everybody on the hards going to try and take these to the end of the race. And it's Jax keeping the pressure on at the moment on his teammate on the fresh medium tyres side for now. And he is going to be going for a 2-stop because those mediums, I really don't think can get to the end.
You could try.
You could try. But I believe
nothing wrong with it.
I believe though they reach about I believe the punctures start to happen at around lap 20, so he's pretty much on the cusp of those medium tires. So if you can get them to the end, He'll do really well, but he's
wide
definitely going to
there.
be struggling towards the end of the race. He has run wide. Jojo Power getting past the Renault. Maybe Tekka's Thunder up into 8th place. Go on, Thunder. Get some points. Oh, he's run very wide, though, into Spoon. It's a different racing line there from Thunder.
Well, meanwhile, behind him, we have a three-way fight for 9th place between Jetsy, Joe, and Before You Die. So, Before You actually on the medium tire, so he's faster than all these guys. Joe has a penalty for track limits, and Jetsy has been losing a lot of time in the past few laps as Joe has a very terrible run through 130R. Before You just tucking it in there just a bit.
As Joe managing to keep it ahead of Before You Die, opens up a second gap actually, but Before You Die does have that DRS into the only DRS zone of the track. As we move back up front here, we've got a battle for 3rd position between the 2 Racing Points and Play Dutchy, who lost out because of the double stack that because of the double stack that the AlphaTauri team had to do. Dutchy picks up a 3-second time penalty.
So Adam's all the way back down into last now. I believe he made a second pit stop.
No, he's still on the same hard tyres. I think he had that second spin, didn't he, though? He had another spin, I think that's why he fell so far down to the back of the pack. Gap's just opening out a little bit here around the track. We've got Before You Die and Joe still battling it here. Dutchy behind Dan Schneider as well up front. Let's have a look at this battle up here between these two. Piero with the fastest lap. That is the AlphaTauri team once again in favour at the moment for constructors and also drivers. But remember, Play Dutchy is leading the championship. So with Atom being where he is, Piero would go second and would go ahead of Atom. And, I was going to say Syphonet just quickly. It's looking very different to how it was looking at the start of the season. These past 3 races.
Of course, I mean, I'm not sure anyone would have predicted something like this, but
yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. Is Dutchy now? Will he be looking for the move on Dan Schneider? Isn't going to go for it there. And was going to look for the move, but won't go try it into the hairpin. Will he try it round Spoon now? As still not close enough at the moment, not really an overtaking place through Spoon, but here can be where he gets the overtake. If Dutchy gets a good exit out of Spoon, he can try it now down the straight, as he is gaining ever so slightly, just not enough yet to be able to make an overtake. He might go for a late lunge into the hairpin. Isn't going to go for it there. Not close enough yet. He might try it with the DRS though. It's going to come round into the DRS zone. But you now have that little bit more speed advantage down the straight. Will he try it into turn 1? Just can't go for it there. Just going to stick behind Dan Schneider, but Dan Schneider's run wide. Here goes Dutchy to the inside. He's going to hold the cars. They go into the next corner, going to wheel to wheel, and in the end, Play Dutchy getting past Dan Schneider.
Yeah, very close there. Obviously, Play Dutchy trying to get back up to the pack because he does have a time penalty as well. Jojo going the fastest now on the medium tires.
Fastest lap for Jojo Power. So everyone just sitting comfortably at the moment in their positions. Round about a second gap between everyone apart from 10th and 11th and 2nd and 3rd, also 4th and 5th. But she just getting past.
Oh, Jojo.
Oh, Jojo's lost it.
Through the S's.
On the exit.
I was just about to say, I think these medium tire runners, I think one of their best bets is if we have a safety car at one point. Ooh, it's Jojo almost loses it through Degna 2 again. If we get a safety car, that could really benefit the medium tire runners.
Definitely do that. The medium tire runners either be able to save the mediums, or they might come into the pits. You never know. These hard tire runners might come in as well. We'll have to see. Here goes Tekka's round the outside of Jojo. Gets the move done.
And Holland and Don Rajib battle for 14th place.
Could we see a double Renault points finish?
Yeah, let's not get too hopeful now.
I want to see that happen though. I want to see a double Renault points finish. What a race it would be for the Renault team. Oh, Jojo very late on the brakes there into the chicane. Cryptek, as much as I wanted to get excited, I can't do that to the drivers. Here goes Jojo now into turn one. He's going to take it to the inside. He's running a little bit wide though. Tekka's might be able to get the cut back, and he does so. Tekka's up into 12th position.
Before you die.
Before you die, it's off. He's in the wall. There's wing damage. He's got big wing damage. He's going to be able to rejoin back though, but he needs to be careful of the Renault and the Haas both coming flying around the corner now.
He's just come back just before they catch up to him.
Yeah, ooh! Sorry, that was lag. That was lag. I thought Jojo was going to try it down the inside. I think you thought the same.
No, I thought Jojo was going to run to the back of him as before you die, runs wide.
Runs very wide there. As Tekka's now up into 11th. Could this be a double Renault points finish? Toussaint picking up his 3-second time penalty.
Well, if you keep saying it, of course it's not going to happen. Still too soon. We still got half of the race to go.
Yeah, but you know, double Renault points finish. We all want to see. Don't we chat?
Oh,
there's a contact
there. Yeah, a bit.
No visible wing damage though for Tekka's.
Might have just bumped him there a little bit. As now Dan Schneider picks up a time penalty.
Oh, you died to the pit. Sorry, I just had a sneeze and then a yawn at the one after the other. That was awful of me. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't chat. You want to see a double Reynolds points finish, don't you? Yes, you do. There's Joe actually all over the back of Jetsy now. Tekka's getting past Jojo. Jojo's had a bit of a moment. Tekka's back up into 11th position.
I mean, it's gonna take a bit because Tekka's is 21 seconds behind. But meanwhile, Joe and Jetsy.
So, Joe looking for the move. Is it going to come round through 130R now? And will Joe send it to the inside? Isn't going to go for it there. So it struggled a little bit there, Siphonite, just to get the rear under control there. The exit of the S's got a bit too much on the power there. Just struggling to get the rear going.
I believe some of these guys have been suggested to go onto soft tires. So can the hard tires actually make it?
The hard tires can, definitely, because it's usually a softer hard, and they come in around about lap 8 or lap 9. So the hard tires, in theory, should be able to make it. The mediums, I really don't think are going to be able to make it to the end of the race. But we'll have to wait and see, as Jax is actually close behind Rick Holt now. Dan Schneider keeping with Play Dutchie actually up here. As
kind of weird to say, but Ferrari, McLaren, and Mercedes all near each other for 13th.
That is quite weird to say, isn't it? Never really would associate any of those teams at the bottom of the grid usually. Apart from the McLarens back like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, it's AB Tekker's trying to get the move back on Jojo. He's very close there. If Tekker's can get a good run out of Spoon, might be able to get the move now down into the chicane. He's got a very good exit, actually. That gap now down to 3 seconds. Still coming down here. Can Tekker's do something here? Will he look for the move on Jojo? Atom getting past Holland down the straight as well. And Holland, will he fight back into the chicane? No, he won't. As Atom trying to work his way back up the field now. As he's now got one Dom Rajib ahead of him to catch up to. Tekker's still behind Jojo Power at the moment. Jojo keeps it this time in turn 1.
I hate to make you worry, but Jetsy and Joe are catching Thunder.
No. As long as he scores a point, that's all that matters. Come on, Thunder. Keep the pace on. As we have a look here, Sniper Knight could be Dan Schneider on play Dutchy. He's gone very late, had to move there. Dutchy's actually locked up into the chicane. Dan Schneider now right up behind him. This could be an overtake into turn 1. As the DRS is open, he's got the overtake button launched as well. And here he goes, he's going to fly past the AlphaTauri into 4th position here. Dan Schneider up into 4th place.
Everyone really close, at least a bit through the mid-pack, as we have roughly 12 laps to go. It's going to be interesting to see what the medium tire runners do.
Tekker's has dropped back a little bit now from Jojo, unfortunately. I was hoping we would see a double Renault points finish.
Oh, Adam's in the wall.
Oh, he is. He's got huge wing damage. He's gone very late into the. He's even. What's happened there? Is he made contact?
Got it all wrong. No, he just got it wrong to the last sector chicane.
It's gone from bad to worse for. It's gone from bad to worse for Atom. As Jetsy now up behind Thunder. No, Jetsy, back off. Leave him alone. Come on, Thunder, keep pushing. Would he get Thunder to drive faster? Would he? Would he? I know you're in the chat. Get him to go faster.
Dan Schneider now putting in the fastest lap of the race, the 1:29.8. Oh, I think Joe backed off a little bit.
Oh, he goes Dom Rajib on Tekker's. Gets the move done. And Jax still hasn't made that move around Rick Holt yet, Cypher Knight. It's been within a second for him. Around about over 5 laps now. These two really close together in 2nd and 3rd.
I think that's just the advantage of the medium tires, keeping Jax in within hunting distance. I think Rick Holt just has a bit more pace.
Yeah, I think Rick Holt just managed to hold his ground at the moment, defending really well. Cheers for that. Thanks for that plug, Cryptech. Appreciate that. As Jetsy now still behind Thunder. Thunder going to try and hold his ground as best he can. We got a yellow flag. It's Atom again.
And Holland now overtakes Tekker's for 13th.
As Jetsy now right up behind Thunder. Jax right up behind Rick Holt still, but isn't going to look for the move. Will Jetsy be looking for the move on the Renault? As Joe getting very close up behind this battle as well. As Jetsy going to have the DRS. As actually Joe's had a bad exit out of turn 1 actually. He's dropped 2.4 seconds back. Remember, Joe also having 9 seconds of penalties. So not actually really going to be involved in this battle at the moment. Thunder just needs to keep it clean. Make sure he doesn't pick up any penalties as well. Hold Jetsy off as best he can. 10 laps to go in this race in here in Japan, in the Super League.
Yeah,
let's
we
see
haven't
who's going to
talked too
make it.
much about Toussaint or Aston. They've kind of just been in a world of their own,
In their own
actually.
race at the moment. That's Toussaint now. Nearly 10 seconds behind Dutchy at the moment. Has got that 3-second time penalty, but he's opened up a 4.2 second gap to Aston. And Toussaint at the moment actually up from his finishing position, qualified in 8th, running in 6th place at the moment. So it's
Oh no,
be a decent
Jojo is
race for
spun,
him.
and Don Rajib is into him.
Oh, there's a big crash!
Oh, and Holland just barely avoids contact.
Here comes
with the virtual
Holland,
safety car.
VSC. Could this be a chance now for some of the medium runners to pit?
No, not Jax. He already passed the pit lane.
Don't think any of the medium runners are anywhere near the.
Toussaint takes the gamble.
Toussaint comes into the pits, only gonna lose half of the time in the pit lane under the VSC. That's how it works. Onto the soft tyre. So going to take the soft tyre 9 laps, and there's a huge bit of lag because he just hasn't moved. But it's going to drop down into 9th place, but it's going to be on those fresh soft tyres, and we'll be able to go. To the end of the race on them. 9 laps. It is possible on the soft tyres, as Don Rajib has got heavy wing damage, and
I think Toussaint was hoping that virtual safety car would last a bit longer than that. That was a bit too quick of a trigger, if you ask me.
It was a bit too quick for that virtual safety car, but nevertheless he is on the fresh softs compared to the guys ahead of him on those old hard tyres. Jetsy picking up a 3-second time penalty. That's brilliant for Thunder, as Jojo Power into the pits as well. If Tekers can get past Holland, then Tekers is in the running for double points finish, and I want to see that happen. Double points finish for the Renault team, but it's Jax still closely behind Rick Holt at the moment. It's still these two battling it out of front. Dutchy keeping that distance as well to Dan Schneider, the other racing point. There's a few people got 3-second time penalties, and crucially though, Cypher Knight, Rick Holt has a 3-second time penalty, Jax doesn't. So at the moment, Jax is actually getting 2nd place, whether he passes Rick Holt or not.
Right. I lost my train of thought there. I was gonna say, I think it's a bit too late now to pit if you're on the medium tires, so I think Jax is going to try to stretch.
Oh, Joe's coming to the pits. Just picked up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but he's going to go onto the mediums, interestingly. And it's going to come out. He's actually got a big enough gap behind him, actually, Joe, to come into the pits, make the pit stop, and then come back out in the position that he was in, to be fair. Yeah. So. But
right,
did pick a 5-second time penalty for speeding. But carry on, sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, what happened there, Jojo, he lost it on the last turn of the S's, and Don Rajib had nowhere to go there.
And just hit straight into him.
Yeah.
Unfortunate there for Jojo Power and Don Rajib. But Jetsy still closely up behind Thunder. Thunder's had quite a bad exit out of the chicane, but he's actually managed to pull out a bit of a gap here, just recovering after that exit there. And Thunder actually got a lot more ERS side for that than Jetsy does. Tekers into the pitch, fresh softs, and Tekers has now just been lapped by the leaders and has also lost that position to Jojo.
For you also lapped, so the leaders have lapped up to 12th actually.
And there's quite a big gap up front for the leaders. As the gap's actually closing down a little bit now, actually. Dan Schneider within 3 seconds. Jack's actually dropped back a little bit from Rick Holt there, but Play Dutchy still very close up behind.
Jetsy.
Jetsy looking for the move. He's hit the back of Thunder. Is that wing damage? He's lost his end plate, front left. Just locked up and went into the rear. I don't think that was any of Thunder's doing. I think Jetsy just locking up, missing his braking zone and going into the back of the Renault.
Yeah, that's an end plate down. He's going to be really slow through the S section here. I think that's allowed Thunder to get away.
I'm surprised Toussaint's not gaining more, actually, on these softs. I think he made a bit of a mistake, but he is actually gaining a lot now. As you can see by the time, he's gaining quite a lot of temps here through the S's, especially, where the soft tyre will definitely be the favourite at the moment. Still got 7 laps to go on those.
I think
6 seconds between them. Play Dutchy for the move. I think he's going to go for it. He's going to send it to the inside. He was looking for the move on Dan Schneider and just couldn't go for it there. Was that what you were going to say about Dan Schneider and Play Dutchy, or were you going to say something else?
I was going to say that Toussaint might not be able to catch up to Aston. Oh, as
Jax's pit. Yeah, I knew those medium tyres, they definitely couldn't get to the end.
So going on to the softs now. We won't lose too much time, actually. I think he'll come out right next to Aston. Maybe.
I think Aston might just jump ahead of him. He does, just. But it's Aston now ahead of Jax, which that is not what Jax wanted, because I'm sure Jax would have wanted some clear air ahead of him.
Oh, we have a
yellow flag?
Car of Jojo.
I think it was. I think he's lost it again. He has, he's in the gravel again. Oh, and he's lost the rear! Oh, it's like an ice skating ring for him. He's just constantly losing the car. It's almost lost it again.
But Jax already caught up to the back of Aston through the first sector, so this should be a relatively easy overtake for him. But Toussaint might be able to catch up to Jetsy and Thunder since they're battling. So it could work out for him. And yeah, Jax back up into 5th place. Oh, Aston's gonna try to fight him back though. Ooh, he didn't really decide on a line there through 130R. Is he gonna make the move down into the final chicane? No, he doesn't. And Jax with the superior traction is gonna try to get away there. So we've seen even a few hard tire runners hit. So
yeah, maybe the hard tires can't get to the end. Maybe people struggling at Jax. Picking up a 3-second time penalty, is now ahead of Aston though. If you just made that overtake earlier, and is that Jojo power again? It is indeed. Yes. And he's just taken out the 100-meter board. But luckily there are also meter boards on the wall there, so as Play Dutchy. What were you gonna say there, sir?
That's a bit of a pet peeve when others take out the board.
Yeah, I really hate it as well when other people take out the braking boards. It really does annoy me as well. Play Dutchy though. Oh, huge snag of oversteer out the exit of Spoon, but he's got the exit down the straight. Can Play Dutchy look for the move now on Dan Schneider? He's been looking for it for the entirety of the race. Play Dutchy, will he send it on Dan Schneider? No, isn't going to go for it here, and there's a bit of a lockup.
I think he's gonna wait for DRS here. Around the outside, the AlphaTauri driver goes, and he does manage to do it. Oh, is that the... Oh no, we have a Haas in the middle of the track and Jetsy has been taken out.
Oh, there's a virtual safety car. Jetsy's out.
Oh,
wait, did he collide with Jojo? Oh, he has. How is that not a full safety car? See if I can find on board. One of the McLarens has come around the final corner. How is that not a full safety car?
I'm not sure what happened, but
What happened?
Either Jojo was trying to go into the pits, something happened because his car was put back on the track, and then Jetsy was absolutely blindsided by it.
Not great there at all.
Unfortunate. But I think Jetsy absolutely deserved a lot better than that.
Yeah, I think he did. Very unfortunate for the Williams driver of Jetsy, who was filling in for Shankster. But what that has promoted is both of the McLarens now up into the lower end of the points. Thunder is still in 7th place with 0 penalties. 3 laps to go in this race. What is going to happen here? Play Dutchy eventually getting ahead of Cypher. I didn't even... sorry, not Cypher. Getting ahead of Cypher. No, getting ahead of Dan Schneider. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so I didn't even see that happen. But there's now like over a second gap between everyone now. But I personally think that should have been a full safety car, and that would have made this race very spicy. Oh, Atom's retired?
In the wall and he's out.
Oh, he's retired. The car, is that a full safety car?
We just had a safety car. I don't think it'll bring out a second one.
It can do that. If the safety car ends, it can bring out a full safety car straight after. Can do sometimes. No, I think the game thinks he's in a position where, then, okay, game thought so. Alright, then.
I was going to say, Thunder has a charging Toussaint behind him. Even though he's got a penalty, he's still got to maintain the gap.
He does do, and Thunder, with no penalties at the moment, and if you can keep it like that, he's going to be on for some good points for the Renault team. He's actually going to go ahead of his Renault teammate, and his Renault teammate went ahead of him about near the start of the season in Monaco. Now it's a chance for Thunder to back home some big points for the Renault team, but he's got one chasing Mercedes behind him of Toussaint.
This has been quite a weird race to experience.
It has been, hasn't it? Yeah, quite a weird race.
Of strange things happening up
strange
and down
incidents. As will Toussaint be looking for the move now? He's right behind Thunder. He's on those fresh softs. As we are now on to 2 laps to go in this race. Will Toussaint look for the move on Thunder now into the final chicane through 130R. Thunder locks up very deeply. Toussaint though stays behind him at the moment. He's going to have the DRS. Toussaint with the better exit out of the final corner. Here he goes now, and Toussaint going to easily go past Thunder down into turn 1. Thunder pushed down into 8th position, but he's got a 19-second gap behind him, and Thunder also has no penalties, so keep his calm, keep his nerve, and he's on for some good points today.
Meanwhile, Jack's, I believe, fallen off the back, or no, excuse me, Dan Schneider falling a little bit further away from Dutchy there. As Rick Holt is actually falling quite close to Dutchy. Oh, no, sorry, that's the other Red Bull, excuse me.
As the Red Bull having to move out of the way for the lapped cars. Is Piero now leading this race? He's been very dominant this race. Had the lead since the first corner till he overtook Atom. And Atom got a really bad start off of the line. And Piero now onto the penultimate lap of this race. We take these hards to the end, as there's quite a lot of people pitting as well. Let's see now what's going to happen. As Thunder holding his ground still at the moment in 8th position. Dan Schneider still closely behind Dutchy though. And may see maybe a last lap overtake if we can. Of course, Cryptic, you can see the penalties, my friend. There are the penalties. Unfortunately, we don't think, unless something absolutely drastically major happens, we're not going to see a double Renault points finish, but we are going to see more points than the Renault team have scored in the entirety of their time here in the Super League. I think Thunder are actually doubling their points and more. Yes, because he gets, what, 4 points? So he's like tripling their points pretty much. Holland picks up another 3-second time penalty. Yes, it's his first one actually. His first 3-second time penalty. His teammates got 17 seconds though of time penalties. And let's see what happens here. Is Piero now round the final corner to start the final lap after this, what Cyphernet is called a strange race. Driver of the day vote in the chat. I'm sorry, but it's going to have to, for me, it's going to have to go Thunder 50-50. I mean, what a race from that guy. What a race from the Irishman.
I wouldn't expect anything else from you.
If Thunder can keep within 3 seconds of Toussaint, he will get 7th place, Cyphernet. So be prepared. This could get very good towards the end. Here goes Piero now, coming out of the S's. Round through the 2 right-handers, down to go under the bridge. What were you going to say there, sorry?
I was going to say Tekers and Don Rajiv close to one another.
Yeah, very close to each other. Tekers might try and look for a move on him. They're outside the points at the moment, those two, the Ferrari and the Renault. Not great for the Ferrari this weekend. Obviously not having no Mares in this race. But yeah, I'm going to have to see what's going to happen, where the Ferrari team will go. But here comes Piero now.
Piero.
Comes down the final straight. About to go through the flat out 130R. This man has been on form today. Got a brilliant start off the line. He's been pretty much in control of this race from the beginning. And will now move ahead of Atim in the Drivers' Championship and is going to take the win here. Rick Holt, the Academy League champion, is going to take second in his Super League debut. Play Dutchy will take third. Dan Schneider will take fourth. This is going to be a good result for the Racing Point team. And
Jax finish fifth.
Jax will come
round. Did get ahead of Don Rajid.
Jax will come round and finish in fifth place. Aston now going to come around the final corner. Tekker's lost out to Don Rajib.
Between Thunder and Toussaint.
Come on, Thunder!
It's going to be separated by a 10th.
Oh, so close! Thunder, no! Oh, it's so close! 700ths of a second.
The McLarens, who had a dismal quali session, will have to consolidate with 9th and 10th, although we'll wait and see how the penalties shape up for them.
But he got 8th! Yes, Thunder! 4 points! Yes!
We obviously don't play favorites here.
Woo! And so Holland will be the last across the line and finishes in 10th place. But as you said, both of the McLarens, in the end, getting into the points. And from the GOT driver of the day, that's what you love to see.
It really says for me that Holland did.
Not in the game, in the poll in the chat.
Oh.
There he is, the winner for today, Piero. And Rick Holt in second. And Play Dutchy in third place for that one.
And you have to feel a bit for Jetsy, who got absolutely assassinated out of this race.
Really, really unfortunate for Jetsy. That's really unfortunate for him. I think Atim's bad luck just started from turn 1, to be honest. He had an unlucky race as well, just a series of unfortunate events. But there it is, in the end. And it's Piero wins, Rick Holt in second, Dutchy in third, and then was the rest of the grid. So the two McLaren boys both just snuck into the points at the end there. Thunder in 8th place will receive 4 points for his work in the Super League. That is the Renault team now from 2 points to 6. Just pretty much tripled their points, Thunder has. Well done to him. Could have had 7th, but Toussaint snatching it away by 700ths of a second there. And we had 3 retirements in that race. Atim, Jetsy, and Jojo Power.
Well, I've got to go and celebrate Thanksgiving, so I will
You go and do that.
And I will let you... everyone for joining us. And I have once again been Sprite Cranberry. Surely someone gets the joke.
He's been Sprite Cranberry. I've been, I don't know. I'll think of a name.
Coke Zero.
Yeah, no, just normal Coke.
It's fitting.
Right.
I mean.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'll see you later, Cypher Night, and then I'll end off the stream. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. If you haven't already, go subscribe to the Gavra Racing YouTube channel. You can subscribe with Twitch Prime as well, as I believe the Holland did yesterday in the Premier Series. So yeah, you can go and do that as well. Subscribe with Prime. Yeah, but that's going to do it for this one. We had quite a lot of people watching, 37 people watching. But a decent race. Not much happening, especially under the wet weather conditions. But yeah, but we will see everyone tomorrow for the GT Sport, and then Sunday for the Weekend League again. So make sure you tune in for those, and we will see everyone later.